You best be aware, 'cause all is fair. In love and war. If you can't stand the heat, don't come in the kitchen. Bring you pain is my new addiction. Been the other way around before too long. Now you're gonna find out what it's like to be wronged. Well, all is fair in love and war. You pull no brakes when you're riding to the core. All is fair in love and war. You best be aware, 'cause all is fair in love and war.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? Hopefully you can hear and see me alright and it's all working. It's always like cross fingers whenever any of this actually goes live here on the YouTube channel. But hopefully you can hear me, we're doing fine. It seems to be working fine. Yeah, it looks good. We'll roll with it, you know. If it doesn't work, we'll fix it en route. I'm just going to swap music over a minute because as much as I like that song, it does get very annoying at times. So I'm just going to switch over to some more chill music. But how is everyone doing? Welcome. I see the stream's a bit late behind it today because I'm using YouTube's encoder, but hello, I hope you're all doing well. Tonight we're building a brand new spaceship here in Space Engineers. Obviously it's gonna be quite fun. I've been working on this for about a week now. I think about a week, yeah, roughly. Most of you can probably already tell what it is from what I wrote in the video description or the live stream description, and if you've been a part of a community Discord server, I've been of course talking about it all week over there. If you're not part of a Discord, come join us. It's a great community place for me to hang out with all of you guys and talk to you. Links down below, and it'll be in the chat right about now if one of my lovely moderators would like to put the link in there. If not, it's discord.gg/CaptainJack. Come join us. If you're not already a part of it, it'd be great to have you there. Plus, I get to talk to you, so it's even better for me. Especially right now, while it's really depressing being inside and doing F all of it, isn't it? But hello, everyone. How are we doing? I'm seeing you in the chat now. Hello, hello, hello. How long do you think it's going on for? Not sure. Probably about an hour and a half. We'll see how we're doing tonight. See what we do. I plan to show you the new ship, maybe do a bit of work on it, and then work on the Pioneer as well. And obviously, this is the new ship, which will be featured in Space Engineers Colony, the upcoming 4th Colony series. It's not named just yet. It is sort of named, but we don't really want to reveal that just yet. So it's going to be really interesting. And let's jump into the game. While we load in, I can chat to some of you guys, and we can say hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Notice me. I have noticed you. How are we doing? Can you make a decent... I don't really need to make a Pelican. We already have a Valkyrie, which is sort of a ship we use for that in Colony and such, isn't it? We use the Valkyrie, which is very much like a Pelican. It's inspired by it. So yeah, I like to the UNSC Infinity. I don't think I have the patience to make an Infinity just yet. I do have an idea about an Infinity-esque ship, but that's still heavy work in progress, etc. So we won't be seeing that for quite a while. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, over chat. Christ, you guys are mental tonight. Is it the Odyssey? It's not the Odyssey. This is a colony ship, which is very interesting. By the way, if you haven't seen my latest YouTube update video, go and watch it. Came out about it last week. Definitely go watch it because I spoke about what I'm planning to do with content on here, what's going on with SC Frontier, etc., and how I'm moving it till next year. Go check it out. I will answer some questions in stream today, but if not, go watch that video as that's kind of where I round up some of the most asked questions and talk about it, which is kind of be fun. I'm going to be by myself. Tonight, I'm going to be by myself. This is my stream. I'm here. There is a community event going over in the Discord if you do want to get involved in it, I think. I don't know if it's sport or public tonight. Either way, go check out Discord. How are you on this fun even, Jack? I'm doing good. You know, it's not too bad. We're in February now, isn't it? February 13th. By the way, it should be a good time to mention in about 2 weeks' time-ish, or less than 2 weeks now, I will be doing a giant 24-hour live stream here on YouTube in aid of charity. More information on that soon, and look out for my Twitter for that one. But hopefully you guys can come out. I'll be streaming for 24 hours here on YouTube, and it'll be very fun. It's also be very mental at the same time. Welcome, we've loaded into the world. This is the Spirit of Fire prototype we're working on. It's very much inspired by the Spirit of Fire, but obviously very subtle changes to make it RWI-esque and make it our own in a way. It's inspired by obviously UNSC Spirit of Fire from Halo Wars, which is one of my favorite starships of all time and favorite game franchises. So yeah, look out for that. Would you make a scrap attack ship for the purpose of grinding opponents to death? Not really my cup of tea. I imagine Castle might do, but yeah. Why are videos from 8 months now coming as notifications? I doubt they're coming as notifications. They're probably appearing in, what is it, YouTube recommended. Not sure why, but YouTube recommended algorithm is a weird thing sometimes, and older videos can get promoted to the top of the algorithm. It really is a bit weird, but let me know if there's anything weird going on, so. How much DAC are we doing today? It's not really going to be armed to the teeth. The idea behind the ship is it's sort of a colony ship meets support ship. So obviously, originally, the UNSC Spirit of Fire was a Phoenix-class colony ship. The idea is the Phoenix classes would go out and they would colonize new worlds for the UNSC, while the Spirit of Fire was a retrofitted one, fitted for war and tactical operations and base deployment. Basically a support ship to, get bases on the ground, get men and stuff on there, etc. So this is what I've been working on in the last week, really, which is an RWI-inspired Spirit of Fire. I have Dr. Kraz's one over here, so I'm slightly taking inspiration from that and making our own version and just working on it. This one, as you can see here, is scaled up ever so slightly. It's definitely a little bit bigger, and it's got a few things to go about it. Also, it's got a ton of RWI stuff as well. We've got fighters coming up with tubes here. Perfect tubes that fit 2 or 3 fighters that can launch there. We've also got decks going down here. Main big gun at the aft, or the bow, should I say, not the aft. We bring a sun around a minute. I can show you the front. Here we go. That's not a good job, but you get the point. So what's going down here as well? We've got an observation deck. So there's one observation deck linked in here, so you can look out. We've got a bit of a landing ship, and we've got a main observation deck down here. If you played Halo Wars, you know exactly how this observation deck works. Basically, I've taken Kraz's creation here and upscaled it slightly, with also working with 3D render of the Spirit of Fire to bring the ship alive, as it really is kind of fun. I've made some drastic changes to the bridge up here. See, the original Spirit of Fire and Kraz had a very smaller bridge. I've gone for a very bigger one, because obviously this is going to be used as a film set for the opening episodes of the next Colony series. Therefore, it makes sense to have a big open wide thing. It's where your operations can take place, overseeing with sportcraft, etc., and stuff like that. Later, we'll put some stuff in here to mark it out a bit further. But overall, she's looking pretty good. Still a hell of a way to go so far. You can see this thing's definitely going to be long. And when you compare it to the Apollos and the Osiris over there, I think it's the Apollo or Phantom, one of them, whichever one it is, you can see already this is going to be one of the biggest RWI ships we've ever created. And it is very fun. Is there an elevator in there? No elevators just yet. We were putting some in, focusing on just like non-moving parts right now. We'll do elevators once we've done the rest of the ship and designed the details, etc. So we've also got a few extras back here. Now in here, if this is sort of like a landing area for support craft and stuff like that, Spirit originally had, one over here. I decided to convert this into a landing area. The idea is an RWI Pioneer transport can fit in here. Pioneer, we used that in Colony Wars and basically made sure like the support craft would go down to the planet. The idea is, because we can't scale up to 2.5 kilometers in SC without serious amounts of lag, we'll do something in a sense in SC, but a little bit better in a way. So that's going to be kind of fun, and then we start to do that. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I know many of you got questions about what's going on, etc. It's going to be kind of fun. I'm going to take a drink a minute, as I've been going on quite a while there. How to use a Phoenix class support vessel, aka colony vessel refit. Exactly what I just said there. The Spirit of Fire was a Phoenix class, or is a Phoenix class. It's just retrofitted and refitted for war purposes and support vessel purposes. So yeah. Are you going to do a Venator-based ship? No, I don't really. I like Venator, but it's not really something I want to do. Will it operate in Atmo? Unlikely. It's going to be a very big ship. Though using cinematic powers, we can probably get it to work in Atmo. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal how it goes into the next series just yet. But I started writing it and started putting the plans together for the next Colony series, as I really want it to be big and exciting, etc. Name the Spirit of Fire. I'm not naming it the Spirit of Fire. No, it's got a name already chosen for it, so we can do that. But there's no name. Like, we're not taking suggestions or anything like that just yet. Alright, I'm just going to upscale my chat a minute because I can barely read this here. Scale this up. Ta-da! Nice. Okay, cool. Release date for Colony name. Not giving a release date for it. Ideally within a couple of months, but it depends on whether I can get everything together and everything works, so we'll see. I say it does depend on how things go and how things work. Hello, Cooking Stack. How long is your Daedalus and Defender ships? I can measure one for you right now if you want. So this is the... Don't ask why the Apollo is really weird over here. I had a rover in it, and SC Physics like, I'm going to turn around like 100 degrees now. Let's quickly measure this. I'm starting to fight for some reason, aren't I? Yes, I am. Over here. Now, this world will slightly lag this evening because we've got 101 things in here. So if we just do 10 there. So, oh, no. Is that 10 or is that 9? Okay, we need to add 9. If we scale this all over here, all the way along, this will measure how long the Apollo is, which is a Daedalus class. Take it right to the back. I've lost it. We do 130, 100. So it's about 138 blocks long. Now, does anybody here know how long a block is in SC? I believe it's 2.5 meters. I can double check for you right now. I can normally just remove the steel block. So remember, 138 blocks long, roughly. So if we do, I think for block length in SC, Space Engineers block length, I believe it's 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters. So if we do 138 times 2.5, 145 meters long. That's roughly how it is. And I believe the actual USAF Daedalus, I believe the Daedalus is Yeah, so the actual deadlift in Stargate is about 225 meters long. So yeah, keep that in mind. So it's not too bad. Obviously, if we had like compound blocks, we can make a much better use of like the space inside, say, the Daedalus and many other ships inside of Space Engineers. Obviously, we don't have compound blocks. We are restricted in how we can build stuff. Like this here could easily be a compound block, etc. And you can have like racks and storage stuff in here, a lot more detailed stuff, and various things like this. However, because we don't have that, it's not currently possible. So we are limited to space, etc. and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to like hallways as well. Like obviously, a big thing is the hallways in here. This could be scaled down to be 1 or 2 blocks long, and we'd have a lot more of a fun time with it. But currently, at the minute, yeah, it's just not possible. $24 that's amazing indeed. So how long is this cut one? Should we test this one a minute? So if we just do... I just do this second. So this is where... Oh no, it's Baz here, isn't it? So currently, this one's going to be quite long. So already, it is going to be... So someone in the chat can do this. It saves me having to use the calculator. Already, this is... It's not even done yet. Oh, Christ, it's still going. Where's the thing gone? You are going to notice a bit of lag here, by the way, as this ship is so long. So roughly, this ship should be... I think 250, I think. It's going to be longer than that. Come back. Thank you, Gibbous Moon, for the donation. Gibbous Moon 21, loving the survival series, hope it keeps going. The survival will keep going for as long as we're doing it. Obviously, when we start the new colony series, that'll be when... Oh my god, this is so annoying. That'll be when the survival ends and transfers over. Because the lag, there you go, 250. So if we just roughly say it's 250... and if we just do... So 250 times 2.5. It should be an easy calculator. However, I'm shit at math, so... This is going to be roughly 625 meters long, if not longer. Yeah, that's going to be very long. Already, Leo's one is, like, massive. We've not even begun. But you can see the proportion size different here. Our one is very bigger than Leo's one, because that was made to just be a model, etc. and be accurate to the actual model itself. This one's made to be practical and a model as well. It is going to be one of the biggest ships we've built for Redwood so far, bar the Exodus, which is slightly bigger, I believe, which no one's seen yet, because it's still massively a big whip. It's a big work in progress. So yeah, today we're playing around with this one. I also want to get up with Pioneer a minute and begin some work on that. By the way, if you've not known recently, I have begun uploading some of my Space Engineers creations to the Xbox Workshop, which is mod.io. Keep an eye out for that. More can be coming very soon, and hopefully get more on there as well. 625 longer. It's definitely going to be longer, probably. Will this Colony series be going around the same time as Colony Lost and the RWI? It'll be set sometime after, so keep that in mind. It won't be immediately after, but it'll be set sometime after, because the situation's roughly resolved in that universe now. What is Krause's worship? I don't know. Imagine the lag and desync when using. Honestly, we're not really going to see the lag and desync because we don't really see it, so. But let's get the Pioneer at a minute, because I want to test this one. And oh dear, my system is not liking this today. Let's get the Pioneer, the actual Steam version. I want to overhaul this slightly or have a look at it. How long is the Odyssey? The Odyssey will be just a little bit longer than the Apollo, I think. Off the top of my head. I've not... You guys can hear me or see me. Do let me know. Is OBS having a hissy fit? Now a YouTube dashboard one. It's working. It's fixed. Okay, good. It's my dashboard. It's now broken, so I can't even see. I can see the chat. That's about it. Give me my preview. Tell me if I'm even like... Yes, connect the software. Come on, load faster. Hey, right, you should be able to see me now. Wiggle the camera. Right, is that working? It should be working. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry for that there. It seems Space Engineers decided to kill OBS. It overloaded everything. Like trying to upload the blueprint menu. So we're not doing that. We're not going to be working on that tonight. Because fuck it. We're going to be doing the Spirit of Fire instead. Because Jesus Christ. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? All right. We can see your camera. See, fantastic. Honestly, I opened the blueprint menu. The blueprint menu caused some insane lag for the system. Which OBS was like, nah, man, we ain't dealing with this one. And just closed down. So I do apologize for that. What's really annoying is that's just killed off. Literally, that's the analytics and I F the stream. That's really shit. Honestly. Hopefully you can hear me and see me right. Do let me know if any other lag causes. Unfortunately, when stuff like that does die, there's nothing I can do about it. So as much as you put it in the chat, there's literally nothing I can do. So we're going to work on this tonight and just go with it. So yeah. But right, it seems to be working now. Right, okay, cool. I'm just checking my actual local thing a sec to see it's she's just working. Sorry, chat. I'm just double checking something a minute. Right, problem solved. Cool. Hello, don't use OBS. Use one film, much better software. No, it just sounds crap. No, OBS is like one of the best bits of software you can get. Also, it's open source as well, which makes it less intensive on your PC. So that's why we use it. Jack, can we get the Osiris? Osiris is still heavily in development, so no. It's not coming anytime soon. I'm just going to turn it down slightly. There we go. Let's also skip that song as well. It sounds like a really... Yeah, there we go. Right, when is another antagonist series going to come out like LC's DOF and how he pays the drones? See, the issue is, as I was saying for a cut-off there, one thing I want to do for the next series, which is obviously going to be a colony series, is I'd love to get other YouTube creators involved. I know you're immediately thinking of a bunch of creators you'd like to work. It's not going to happen, I'm just going to say it now. But you know, it'd be really nice if we could get other YouTube creators involved, if not smaller ones, to basically try and help them promote their content in a way. I've got some people in mind who I'd like to, like, you know, talk with, etc., and do things with, but right now it's really difficult to start those initial conversations in a way, especially when I'm so busy as well. The idea behind a series has got to be interesting, got to work well. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff to play with at the minute, and you know, a lot of things to think about. So yeah, it's in development, and like I say, in terms of antagonistic, I would love to make this new series where we have like 4 different POVs, not just on my side, but on different YouTube channels as well. That way we can spread out the entire, you know, entire series, so it's going to be over everything, as that would be really quite fun. And I am getting work messages everywhere today because apparently I'm Mr. Popular all of a sudden. Let's just minimize that and put my phone on mute. Kanjoshi, I've heard of his channel, or their channel I should say. It's he. I'd love to work with him. If people like that are interested, then I'm gonna start reaching out and talking about Jack RPG. Yeah, all these other smaller creators, I'd love to work with them. And because I hold like a large platform, that sounds arrogant when I say it like that. You get my point now. Because I hold like a bigger platform, if we can somehow, you know, do the series together and it promotes them in a way, and they get something out of it. That way, I get to see my series, they get promotion out of it, etc. It could work quite a lot of that. Get Kraz to make a channel. Well, Kraus will be on my team as well, technically. So yeah, we've got some stuff in plans for series current design. There's a giant whiteboard just over there of stuff that's currently on it. He says with half it wiped out currently, but yeah, it's got stuff on it. Will Venom be back? I've considered asking Venom if he wants to come back. Unlikely because he's got a lot of stuff to do currently. But yeah, Get Brock too. I was watching Get Brock's channel the other day where he mentioned Conley Wars in his Machinima video, which is kind of fun. I do watch this channel occasionally. I don't watch much Space Engineers content, so I am very out of date when it comes to Space Engineers content creators. Have you thought about joining a PvP server? Why would I do that? It just sounds like a pain in the ass. When I say creators, guys, I mean like YouTube creators, people who have a platform to promote the series in a way, because it's got to work around. Venom has a channel, but it's not an active one, so you got to take that into account. I do think Cosmic Chimp, who is somebody I know as well, so that could be an option. Anyway, let's see what we can work on today. Is this a new flagship? No, it's not a flagship, it's a colony ship. So we've got some stuff to work on. It is going to be very much me looking at this one, and then coming over this one, and making some changes how I see fit. As you can see here, we started with like a cannon side. This is not the final thing. Like, yeah, we'll smooth this out and work with it, etc. However, for the minute, we'll just keep it like that. So yeah, either way, space, that's just not going to happen. It's just, yeah, no. Will the Scottish Psychopath be in series? Yes, I said that. You will. Look after smaller creators as YouTube doesn't like to. YouTube does like to look after smaller creators. There is a common misconception here on how YouTube works. YouTube is a harsh system, but you can't expect YouTube to do all the work for you. There is room for smaller creators to grow. It's very difficult because you have to put a lot of work into it. Not saying smaller creators don't. It's difficult. And I don't want to go into this because if I start saying how it is with the facts, people think I'm slashing on smaller creators. It's not the point. I was a smaller creator at one point as well. And now, like, I'm in I'd say a medium tier creator. I'm not like a big one or a large one. You know, you learn a lot of stuff along the way. When a giant defender be out? You mean this one over here? Well, there it is. No ETA yet. It still needs a lot of work doing on it. I'm having fun doing this right now. When I build stuff, I typically bounce between different stuff to do. So obviously now I'm working on this and going from there. What's PCV Apollo? Go to workshop, download it, you can find out. This should be the easiest way I could tell you. Right, let's build this across here a minute. Am I in FPV 40? I am. No wonder everything was a bit weird. By the way, pro tip, if you want to take up closer screenshots, do FFA40. Really brings things into perspective. That's how I get some nice looking screenshots sometimes. Oh, there we go. Spirit of Fire, that's because it's based off of Spirit of Fire. Is the art episode getting introduced in the new series, or will it be just Conley ship? Well, you have to wait and see. I've not made a decision on it yet. We're still in the prototype stages for the new series, so if we want to introduce that, we'll introduce it. But right now, no plans. No plans. I really like your public server. It's the first public server I've played on. I'm playing on it. Thanks, Mickey. No worries. If any of you guys do want to join the public servers, they are now online. You can go and join them. It would be a pleasure to have you all on there. And also, we've got the supporter server soon. We're currently updating the supporter server, looking to go with water and a few more physics stuff for the next server iteration. So if you want to play on a server with water, etc., and stuff like that, definitely come check out our supporter server. You do have to be a YouTube member or, a patron to access that, but it is definitely worth it if you think of doing it. Right. Thank you for the other donation, by the way. So I did miss that a minute ago. How rude of me. That gives me 21. Thank you for the donation again. Respect you didn't give it stream. Exactly. We had a technical issue here. Most of you are back now. And obviously, YouTube is one where you have technical issues sometimes. We just put up with it. So, it's not the end of the world. Right. So this is going to be a landing crab. I want to spawn a friggin' Pioneer, but I want to crash a stream again. It's really annoying, that is. I wonder if I have an old Conley world I can go access. I'm just going to presume this is going to be big enough. So you presume everything's going to be big enough. No, I'm not going to make that joke. It's fucking terrible. Can I join the public servers on Xbox? Not yet. We do not have the public servers on Xbox just yet. I am thinking about it. However, we've just recovered from like an update which just did a bit of damage to the servers. It took them down for quite some time. So we are looking into it. So give us time. It's something I would like to do because, I like to support the SC community and I like to basically make sure everyone could play together. However, right now, I'm not committing to that. So I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no at the same time. So give us time. We'll look into whether Xboxes are compatible with our servers and go for it. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff to work out and do right now. Stephen Cole, thank you for becoming a YouTube member, man. I greatly appreciate it. How's the Conley ship coming up? You can see we're building it right now. There's lots of stuff to do. The inside of this is going to be the big one. I think we have to leave a lot of blank, empty space. Because in here, we've got things going on. We've also got a lot of playability stuff up here, like overthing. The idea is like if you can look down to a Pioneer from here. We've also got landing pads, so a Valkyrie can land here, or fighters, etc. I'm planning on putting ops rooms in here. There's a lot of stuff to go. Because in Crowds of Spirit of Fire, which is no insult by the way, there's a lot of empty space in here. So we have like this we filmed on years ago. But obviously, yeah, it's just something to take into account. Hey Jack, just a random question. Do you like steam locomotives? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't not like them. I mean, that is a weird question. I don't know. I've never thought about it in that way. I woke up one morning and thought, you know what? Fuck those trains. Oh, that would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? I'd love to hear these motherfucking trains. I am sort of going along and just putting in detailing in various places just so we can sort of do that. And that's because I am bored to death and having nothing better to do with my life. Yeah, it's literally the reason why. So literally just putting in detailing in various places like this to add stuff in and just create that sort of detailing that RWI is known for. So obviously we're going to be putting like RWI and putting more letters around here. We've got some of the front done. I'm happy with the front so far. It's looking really good and intimidating, even though it's a Conley ship. You can definitely tell it's inspired by the Spirit of Fire, but it has got the uniqueness of itself to start standing apart. Obviously, once the full thing's built and it's sketched out, then we'll start making more unique changes. You'll see in the science here RWI printing going on. Don't know why there's a line missing here, but you get the gist. Obviously, we have to do a lot of it before we can start changing it around. This is always going to look like the Spirit of Fire because that's what it's based off of. Just like the Daedalus look exactly like the Daedalus out of Stargate because that is what we're based off of. Fun fact, I actually borrowed some of the Daedalus stuff of this here. This is the front of a Daedalus. If you go there, go all the way over here, it's just the front of this, borrowed around. It's kind of fun. Again, Jack, what if you made a public server and had two sides to fight, for example, Covenant and UNSC? That'd be interesting, but it would require a lot of work. Not that I don't like working that much, but I've got my own serious stuff to focus on, so not right now. But you're welcome to join the public servers and create a UNSC faction if you want to. What's PC of Apollo? You can download it from the Steam Workshop and check it out yourself. I believe there's also a website which will tell you all these details if you are interested. So keep that in mind. Thank you to everyone who did donate, by the way, and those who become YouTube members. I'd like to include life pods in your design. Maybe. I don't really have room for them, and they're kind of difficult to implement. But we'll look into it. It's something we could do. Now, I've got to incorporate the actual these into it a bit more. That's something we want to do. So we could do it like this. I'm just going to play around with some ideas currently. And so we want to bend it back ever so slightly. Spirit of Fire always had these weird angles and this weird hull sort of style. But it worked, it worked. It was enjoyable to a degree. So yeah, we want to get this area down here locked in. Then we can go from there. Jesus Christ! wrote no last name. Thank you for the $50 donation. Fuck. Hopefully, oh, it's gonna be the Venom thing again, isn't it? Or did we set a $50? We should do that. We should set a custom one. Thank you for that massive donation. Honestly, that is mental, man. Really appreciate it. Hey, Jack, just want to drop some space box in you, and thank you for keeping me entertained through some very tough times. Just so you know about your efforts, I appreciate it. Keep having fun and having fun. We're having fun with you. Thank you very much, man. That is greatly appreciated. Honestly, thank you so much. You've made my evening. That is honestly really appreciated. Could you give it proper coral guns like the original Spirit of Fire idea? I don't know about the original Spirit of Fire idea. If you mean, like, mat guns, then kind of, yeah, maybe. We'll look into that. I designed the interior providers on the outside, so I know how I can mod a ship. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it works. $50 donation is the Atlas Laser Tube. We should do that, shouldn't we? That should be amazing. If anyone's got any ideas for, like, donation sounds, tell me in Discord or tweet me. It's at Captain Jack YT. I have a question for you, Captain Jack. How about having XP Gamers join your Space Survival series? Yeah, no, it's not a chance. It's not happening. Not because of me or them. It's just... There's a lot more complicated stuff on YouTube. You won't understand properly, so yeah, it's just not going to happen. Hey, Jack, have you watched Generation 1 Transformers? No, I haven't. I've never watched Transformers properly. It's not something I've been into. Right, let's go there. I'm just going to skip this song a minute, because there's some I like in this playlist, some I don't. A bit boring. So I'm thinking we could do this. I'm not spawning with Pioneer. It crashed us last time. I just needed a blaster block. I needed that. Blast. Right, we need to get this one here. We can get the corner in, actually. And do this one. I'm actually going to be watching a lot of Stargate Atlantis here at the minute. Who here in the chat likes Stargate, or Stargate Atlantis specifically? Because that is a god tier series. However, I'm getting up to season 3. Actually, I'm on season 3 right now. I'm nearing episode 18, which is called Sunday. And for those Stargate fans who know the episode, I'm not ready for that one. I think I'm actually watching it tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not ready to cry my eyes out over a character's death just yet, because that is depressing as fuck. The dumbest decision the showrunners ever made was killing off that character. Make a refit version. Potentially. It's supposed to make core guns fit though. Yeah, you could do, yeah. What, 15 quid for you can flying? Yeah, let me know in the chat. It could be funny. You let me know. And also, if you're not in the Discord, by the way, discord.gg/CaptainJack. Come join us. I'd love to have you all in there. I do see some of you joining to my left right now. So it's fantastic to have you guys in there. I would like to see more of you. That would be very fun. Please do come and join us. Jack, when did you go from Private Jack to Captain Jack? I mean, there's a lot of questions. Indeed there is, isn't there? Nobody will ever know. I love the whole series. Oh, the series, yeah. I'm a Star Wars fan. Hey, even if you like Star Wars, give Stargate a chance. It's one of the best franchises out there. Do watch it. It's really fantastic. Hey, Jack, are you going to say I love your Empire War videos? Could you do more, please? I've done some recently. I did one recently. It was alright received. Wasn't the best. So it depends on how they were received and if I want to do them. I know a lot of people ask me to do like Star Trek battles stuff at the minute. Not really in the mood to do Star Trek battles on this channel. I already run another Star Trek YouTube channel called Trek Central. I'm the man behind that. So yeah, go over there and check it out if you want. Because we do Star Trek stuff over there. There's quite a lot to then do over here as well. How do we go for this? We went for a bit lower down, didn't we? So we need to keep this up to here. Damn, that's higher up, isn't it? Can I build one of the RWI ships in public server? Yeah, you're allowed to. You're allowed to build RWI ships wherever you want. Just don't re-upload it. That's the only thing I'm not a fan of, because that's kind of rude. And I do not like that. Let's do this one here. Lots of loud noises going on outside for some reason. I have no idea why. Something's probably getting blown up. Do this. So we're going to start making the neck of a ship now. So I've actually been spending most of my weeknights this last week doing this or building a ship. So it's kind of nice to do it on stream as well. What is this song? No thank you. Is the music still playing? You can barely hear it, kind of. I'm just going to turn it up a minute. There we go. Keep Transformers Decepticon would sweep from I've no idea. I work with IDW to do Star Trek stuff. I don't do Transformers though. It's not something I'm into. Song. By the way, this is Stream Beats, by the way. If you are a streamer yourself or a YouTube creator, you can use this music and not get DMCA'd on a platform of your choosing. DMCA is a big thing on Twitch and YouTube lately if you use music you don't own. So you should be using it anyway on YouTube. But on Twitch, obviously a lot of people like using their favorite artists. So, you know, use this one if you want to do it. Because it's a lot easier. You're just going to live chat so you get double recognition. Hey! There's a notification from Jack. That is not good. That is not good. We chat on Discord, please, Jack. The Discord's right there. Feel free to talk in it. It is an open chat. You're allowed to talk in it. Say hello, get to know the community, and just chat away, because that is the idea behind it. Cool. To bring it up roughly to, yeah, okay. Use this as size minute. Almost had that on the same beam there. Oh, that's way too big. No. That's cool. We should keep it one low as well. It sounds like Rocket League. It's an EDM playlist, so it's some music I listen to. Like, we typically listen to the SE soundtrack over here. However, I've listened to that, like, for about 7 to 8 years now. And it's a little bit boring after a while. Revive Alien Survivor. We're not reviving Alien Survivor. Why people want that, I have no idea. Like, Alien Survivor was never a successful series. And I didn't enjoy doing it, so that's the last thing ever. I'd happily do Planet War Season 2 over that. Or it would be more enjoyable. Right, there we go. Oh, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Do this. Whoop. And let me do this. We do. Oh, we cut this off here, didn't I? Let's keep it going longer. It'd be interesting, to be honest. Trying to work it out currently. Do something like this. That way it rounds off a bit better. I'm really excited to get this new series underway, because if we can get the YouTube creators to work with us, it's really going to be one of the most powerful series we can actually do in terms of storytelling and also user engagement. I sound like a business myself, but no, it's just like if we can get more people engaged and like chatting about the series, having fun, doing fan art and wanting to get involved themselves, it is going to be fantastic. Do I like that? I don't like it. Do I like it? Do I not like it? It works, doesn't it? You get the sides done first. Bringing these things in, so... Move the upside down one. So we can still refine a lot of this at a later date. Right now, we just need to get like the raw, like... Carcass is the wrong word, but the raw part of the ship down. Then we can start, you know, working out how to actually do it in a little bit better detail. That would the Shadow Dread not be appearing in Pioneer? What's Pioneer? There's nothing called Pioneer, apart from the Pioneer. I'm using these annoying ass half blocks to do this. Ooh, let's go to here. And then we can do this. I'm going to follow Cat and Jack on Netflix. I'm not on Netflix. Netflix buy up the Colony series. Honestly, working on like something like Star Wars or Star Trek as like a director or like a producer would literally be a dream come true. Like the modern stuff they're doing with Star Wars right now, what I'd give to work on that would be fantastic, because like if they really are bringing Thrawn into stuff, I will happily give my arm or leg to work on that. That'd be fantastic, honestly. Right, so Kraz used slope blocks, didn't he? He did. We can do something similar. We can just use these to bring stuff across. Yeah, we can do something like this. That way it seals stuff out of here. I need these ones. I've got to craft the idea of how it's going. So 203 bay will only come back to around about here. This is where it'll cut off. So this here is like a maintenance hangar or something else like that. Oh, I see. Come on. Isn't one more difficult to work with? Also, his turnaround time is... I don't know. I've never worked with a person. I don't think I ever will. So, yeah. But I can't imagine... I don't think he'd be difficult to work with. I mean, I've never heard that, so... I don't watch all of his videos, as I never really have the time to watch other videos that much. If I go to, like, relax and watch stuff, because I work on YouTube, the last thing I want to watch is YouTube content. So typically, I watch Stargate or other stuff like that, and have fun with it. So yeah, I can't imagine it'd be difficult to work. In regards to, like, his turnaround time, he has his editing style and his content, and it works well. If his audience like that, and, you know, it works for him, why not? You know, if it takes you longer to turn around a quality video, there's no shame in that. I would rather watch something quality than something that's lazily put together. This is why recently I've, like, started adapting my editing schedule and just, like, turning things around a bit differently and working stuff. Also, this song is really badly. Hello. So everyone's just getting into spaces lately. It's great to see you work with them. Honestly, it's not really up to me. I would love to work with him. If we could, we could. But yeah, I don't know how we'd even approach something like that. It would be mental to do so. So, be interesting though. Rodden, thank you for the $2 super chat again. Try that again. A $2 super chat is easy to fund your fun. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time. Giant content is brilliant. Currently 3D printing a Daedalus style ship inspired by your work. Oh, show me in Discord when you get a chance. I've been meaning for a while now to get a 3D printer and mess around with it. But honestly, I've not had the time. Also, spending money on stuff I don't need is like a thing. Because, you know, I don't need a 3D printer. But it would be nice. You know, 3D printer would be nice. So because of quality of content, it works very well. Exactly, yeah. Quality over quantity is honestly one of the best ideas you can do. It's like with Conley. I was never afraid to delay episode times because, you know, it wasn't up to quality. Because if you do quality, you're always going to get a better product at the end of the day. No matter if you're making something, producing it, recording it, streaming it, even live streams, you need to have quality. He says with a stream dropping out earlier. But you get your point here. Like, you should take time with planning your stream setting up. Today, I've come here to basically, you know, build this. I know what I'm doing. I've got an action plan. Yeah. Honestly, I think if I ever had to break out of, like, SE and do other YouTube content, I would love to make a channel talking about how to be a streamer and how to be a content creator. As I feel like that's something which, you know, a lot of people would like to do, and I'd love to talk about as well. I love talking to people about, you know, YouTube content and creating stuff, because it's fantastic. It's like one of the reasons why I love doing my job, because, like, speaking of creative people and, like, talking about YouTube and, like, creating videos is honestly so much fun. Wouldn't it be funny to play with the Halo Wars 1 main theme? Yes, it would be. However, that's copyrighted, and I don't want to get a copyright notice because, yeah, not fun. Everyone goes spam Wobbles challenge. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I can't, like, it'd be very nice to work with them. I can't see how it would happen, but if it happens, it happens. I'm always open to collaborations, you know. It would be funny as well. I like their group. It does seem kind of funny, so I just imagine, like, the ability to work with people like that. I always like working with different people as well, so fuck it, why not? The real piece of the 3D print is filament 1 screw up, and it can be several dollars for a small creation. Yeah, it does add up. It does add up. What are you working on? I'm working on a Conley ship. Whoop. Quality of the quantity, but you make sure you can deliver quantity or you lose trust. Yes and no. It depends how much an audience trusts you. Because, like, take Womble and use that as an example, or him as an example. People know whenever he delivers stuff, it's quality. It may not be in the quantity side, but it's quality, so we stick around for that. The YouTube algorithm sometimes favors that content, sometimes doesn't. YouTube algorithm does favor consistent uploading and stuff like that. However, if you're a big enough channel, you don't have to worry about the algorithm to a degree. So you're fine on that one. Vote after what Cyan I did on the ZF server, a massive head, kind of off-putting. Oh, you've not seen the latest survival stuff. Time for it would be funny to copy that. We now have a massive head in our survival series. Because why not? Of course we do. Move this from here a minute. You make a Pelican. We already technically use a Pelican, so we use the RCSP Valkyrie. Recolors the RWI one. That is kind of our Pelican in a sense. So I don't really want to remake one. There's no point. Like, we've already got one. How did we go for here? So how did Leos move it out? We sort of stopped it there, did we? Okay, that works. Yeah, we can do that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze any minute. Sorry if I just doubt a dart off stream. Chat, is this me or is there a lion on the right side of the stream? A lion on the right side of the stream? There is actually, yeah. What's going on there? Fix that a sec. SE's being really weird for some reason. That's odd. Let me just fix this a second. I need to move my thing out of the way. There you go. That should be fixed now. I don't know why it's like that. There you go. That's SE. Why are you being difficult? No, just fit to screen. Stop being difficult. Fuck you. Yeah, it looks like it's fixed. Alright. Kieran, thank you for $5. Greatly appreciate it, man. £5. Sorry, I completely misread it. I'm used to reading stuff in dollars now. There you go, chat. It should be fixed. It's epic stuff for you. Thank you. I cannot wait for us to launch the next Colony series, because if that goes to plan and you guys see it, it's honestly going to be some of the best stuff we've done. Yes, it's a clone stream background. Not my desktop background. I just use it in case the stream goes dead. Or, like, you know, SE crashes. So you get a better background in this one. Because obviously I'm a big Star Wars fan, in case you couldn't tell from all the shit behind me. Right, let's do this across here. Again, we're going to refine this at a later date, so there's no need to like hyper focus on the details right now. We will come back and do a lot more of it later. So right now, it's just a key about getting the core stuff done, so we can come back and pretty it up. Usually I spend a hell of a lot of time doing like design detailing and messing around with stuff and like, you know, making sure it all fits and looks right. So this is stuff we can do later and just have fun with it. Because right now, we do not need to worry. This. I don't mind some music. That's just gets annoying. My screen's broken. Yeah, honestly, I'll fix it. There you go. I'm not sure what was the issue there. It should be fixed. Panic over. I wonder, because that's gonna be like that. You can't notice that. It sort of does something similar here as well, so that's not too bad. Favorite Jedi, Jack? Favorite Jedi? I don't know. This is ship gonna be workshop. Yeah, don't expect it on a workshop like 6 months to a year though, because it's gonna be a heavy work in progress ship. I don't expect to be seeing it anytime soon. That's not how it's going to work. How much time do you spend on making ships? I can spend anywhere from a week to about 2 years, because I love, like, you know, perfecting stuff and taking time with it. So if you like my stuff releasing in a workshop, consider it's taking a bloody ass age to get there. It was also very British of me to say it like that. Also, if you haven't noticed, by the way, I'm back to wearing my hat right now because in lockdown, no haircuts. So, yes, the hat cam is going to be back and staying for a while. Unless part of a charity live stream, someone can cut my hair. But I'm not doing that. That'd be a terrible idea. Not in a million years. So our goal for a charity live stream, which is in just under 2 weeks now, the goal is to raise £1,000 for a charity called Special Effect, which is also under the charity campaign called Game Blast, which is basically a special effect to help disabled children play video games by adapting controllers. So whereas you and me are very lucky to, you know, play games normally how they're intended to play, Special Effects goes out there to modify controllers and basically make video games more accessible to those of us who are less fortunate than others, etc. So, you know, those who are less fortunate than us. I check out the website. It'll explain it in a lot better way than I can explain it, because my explanations are asked. Who is the new enemy in Colony? Well, you'll have to watch it and see, won't you? Because we're still designing it, so I'm not telling you, because that would be weird. Right, that seems to be done there. Maybe like this. Ooh, that's a bit of a lag spot, yeah. Of interest. I wonder if we can do this, because this is where it's meant to connect. The hell is that song, honestly? Like some sort of ghost thing. Ooh, will this fit perfectly? Come on! Yes, it does. Nice, okay. That fits just about perfectly. Fancy that. Of all the things we managed to do perfectly right, that just connects there perfectly. Really cool charity. It really is. Like, honestly, it's one I've followed over the years, and it makes sense to support on the channel here as well. Especially right now, because we're all stuck inside, and if it wasn't for gaming, I probably would have gone absolutely mental right now. Even though I'm almost there. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I'm checking an email a sec regarding his YouTube stuff. Hey Jack, I have a question about this new Conley series. Why would RWI put over admirals on a Conley mission? You presume it's a Conley mission. You presume wrong. Designing the new Conley series is it's tough, but it's going to be interesting. Designing is a hard thing, but once you lock it down, you're good to go, really. Actually, no, we did that. Backswing. I wouldn't think of a donation again. US $2. What's your favorite part of the design process? I say the concepting, but I don't mind the building, but building takes a hell of a long time. So it probably would be the concepting phase and thinking about it. I spend a hell of a time thinking about how I want to do stuff and then go from there. So that's probably, yeah, probably the concepting phase and do stuff. So yeah. Have you ever played the last patch of Hard Space Shipbreaker? No, I haven't played that game yet. Jack, why do you make your ships? Why not? Why do I make them? Oh, why does it need to be? Would you consider going to the alien planet in the new series for a few episodes? It'd be interesting. We're going to be using custom planets for the new series. With water. That's one thing. I want to use the water mod, because why not? Having a moment here a minute. I need to plan how I want to do this. If we do it like this. That works slightly better. It's Potato YT. Thank you for your donation. Me, only it's $2, Jack. I'm a joke too. No, I appreciate any donation. Any donation. Doesn't matter if it's like 5 pence or, you know, 2 USD. I appreciate any donation. Because you guys don't have to donate, but it does support the channel, etc. But, you know, the streams are free and my content will always remain free. Because that is the way I like doing it. Let's do this slightly like that. I believe we can do things. Yeah, we'll solve that in a sec. These are going to be mostly boxed off as well, so. Oh no, good about. Officer. A bit awkward having it. I know it looks janky at a minute. We'll leave it and we'll come back to it in a minute. Because fixing these sort of connection points is one of those annoying parts of Spirit of Fire. Like, it has some really weird connection points. But it'll be fun. I think it's 4 seconds. Nope, go to it. There you go. Yeah, we can do something like that. That'd be a good idea. So we drag us down. Oh, hey. It does lag ever so slightly, and that is literally because we've got such a big grid right now. So working with this is going to be a pain in the ass when we come to film with it. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be that much of a trouble. And we'll have to see when it actually comes down to filming it. We're a long way off filming a new series just yet. Thank you to Sean, $2. May the wind beat your backhammer. Thank you very much. Straight and steady, Mr. Sulu. There that works. We'll come and refine this out a little bit later on. It works right now, so. I want to spam my chat, got muted. Yeah, the Nightbot's a bit hectic at the minute, but it works. Hey Jack, is this ship going to be a dreadnought or an aircraft carrier? It's technically a colony/support ship. This thing can be used to colonize ships, but it also can be retrofitted to be a support ship. You know, drop bases, do stuff, etc. That's kind of like the gist behind it. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be rather fun. There you go. Jack has a powerful PC, but it's not a NASA PC. No, it's not a NASA PC. Hard Space worth a look. Fun off now. I got a Dyson Sphere program recently. I picked that one up. Not had a chance to actually fully play it properly yet, but I've been tinkering around a bit most evenings and just enjoying it. So it's kind of a fun game. Hey Nick, I already did, didn't I? Will I have vehicles like subs? Yes. What kind of interior are you planning for this to have? Inspired by Infinity and Spirit of Fire. Not very big Infinity corridors. That'd be weird. Do you actually work as a YouTube? If so, where? Nope. YouTube is my job. I run a couple of channels, and my business is all based around it. That and other social media outlets, etc. And I'm currently based in the UK. Currently. Every ship's a warship if you need enough speed. Not sure if that's technically the phrase, but... yeah, we'll work with it, I guess. Right, so we'll go back to there. I should add a bit more detailing in here. Be a good idea. 5. Spirit of Fire, indeed, Spirit of Fire. Honestly, like, playing Halo Wars for the first time was a great... I still sometimes, like, play... For those, like, can watch my Steam profile. That is annoying. So, you can see, like, me playing Halo Wars sometimes, because it's fantastic, honestly. Best games out there. How do we do this? Do something like this. That's an interesting look. We could use it. Yeah, do that. I know, it just links back into there. It's a bit it sort of worked, but sort of didn't. It sort of does. It's just stick out a bit. Good work. Jack, will you make a ship to replace the Defender? No, doesn't need. Speaking of the Defender's now in the workshop, by the way, so go there. What's the PC of a ship? Not a clue. Hey Jack, will you ever make a series kind of like Star Trek Voyager? Yes, that's sort of what Frontier's doing. That's still a heavy work in progress. I've not had a chance to write any of that lately. But yeah, it's kind of what it'll be. I thought there's empty space in here, isn't there? The bridge is up here, and we'll link down to there. Honestly, like, working out the interiors of this and doing it is going to be a pain in the ass, but it'll work, so. How many times have we just shown a Defender card? So it depends how many Defenders are in the new series. I'm not, like, figured out yet, so we'll have to check and, like, see how it goes. Rodent, thank you for $10. Excuse me, yawning. Oh, I'm considering super chatting the first 20 minutes of the script for A New Hope to various streams and cutting them together as an audio track into movies. It sounds like one of those funny ideas that would go viral. I look forward to seeing myself on some sort of TikTok reading at some point. There's something messed up on the other side of what you did, Jack. Is there? Oh, here, yeah. Whoop.
I'm out of hydrogen!
Because it's not actually a block itself. Thank you, Mr. Venom, for screaming again. Cool, right. We may modify this a bit later down the line, see how it fits in, but it works right now, so. We could do this. That works. We'll come back and play a bit. I might do some fuel tanks there, some other access points, etc. to make it a bit more robust. But for a minute, that kind of works. You can see we're already being very bigger than the other, like, Spirit of Fire. This thing's gonna be long as well. So, yeah. There's a lot of decisions to make when building this sort of ship. Obviously, those of you who watch, like, Conley for long enough know I'm always really inspired by Spirit of Fire, etc. and its various stuff. I don't mind some of this EDM music, but stream and like listen to it as well is a bit of a pain. I want to detail the front here, etc. Use spotlights, TVs. We'll do is LCD. Let me do this. What are you thinking, Jack? Why are you doing this? It looks so weird. Because what we do is we come along and we grind them down to get more of a rustic sort of detailed look. That way it looks like there's more like detailing gone onto it. These little tricks can really stand out on a ship. I'm doing a lot of this because, you know, like, you won't see many of this like in the actual video because when we're filming. How did I not get? I didn't build it, did I? But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I know I can't wait to do the opening shots of this because I'm gonna base it very much off Halo Wars, where it's like 5 long years. It's like that. That's how long it took Harvest to get back. Or I can't remember cut a speech of the open port. FJ, thank you for the $75 donation. Fucking, is it like a race tonight of how many like people can make mental donations? But thank you, man. Honestly, that's fantastic. I have been watching you for some while now. You know, crap out of me. Sometimes you make me laugh, but you always keep me entertained. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, man. It's greatly appreciated. I'm glad, you know, the series can be entertaining for people, especially right now during lockdown, etc., and various things around the world. So I'm glad you're finding it entertaining, and hopefully we can continue to do so this year. We make a new colony series, and series coming forward. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you. That's really appreciated. I've made a 1-to-1 scale Phoenix class custom version. Looks great to make. Geez, 1-to-1 scale. That is mental. Honestly, thank you all for the donation side. It's crazy. Like, I never expect this when I go like live. It's fantastic as a streamer and content creator. Especially right now, like during difficult times, like February and January, etc., and March, never good times for you know, content creators. So support like that massively helps. It's not needed, but it does like massively help. So thank you. My throat is getting really worse now. Not Corona, I swear. What did I miss? You not miss much. People are being mental of donations, but thank you. Oh, I want to do some LCDs across here as well. We do these here. So this is just sort of like a little mini detailing which brings out the design of a ship. And it looks and works really well. It may seem like what I'm doing is minuscule or doesn't make a difference. But when you see it there, you can already tell, just like there, the little detailing brings out a design so much more. It is really nice. Like here, I have the mesh bits here. You can't really tell too much when I zoom out, but you can sort of see the grates there. It does change the block and how you look at it, so yeah. Wouldn't if I was broke? Don't worry, you don't need to donate. All my content's always going to be free, and yeah, you don't need to donate. It's just greatly appreciated. Actually, again, will you make a call going to be fit for Conley that's making? Probably not. I don't know. I don't really have the time for that, so. Oh, my first game was. Yeah. Mr. YC, thank you for the donation. Jack is really serious. Are you a furry? No, that's just fucking weird. That's just, no. I respect people who do that. If you want to go do that, just, no, I'd never. Not my cup of tea. Tamsin, what are you building, Jack? I am building a support ship, aka colony ship. This is how we've gotten so far. It is massive, honestly. It's gonna be fun though. Like, even down here, this is a very small window. I was watching this last night, we were watching Atlantis. Oh. Professional tactics there, Jack. Griebling is one of the most cherished traditions of model maker designs. Exactly. Like, I have a few model designs here, like, behind me. Like, here on my shelf, this is I have, like, the Enterprise F. So, if you know Star Trek Online, this is the Enterprise F. And you can sort of see the Griebling on here. But this is... It's really dusty, so I've not cleaned my shelf in a while. This is from a company called Hero Collective, by the way, who I'm happy to know and work with for Trek Central side of stuff. So they're making a Daedalus this year for Stargate, or next year, I think, and also the Expanse, which is very nice. So the Griebling on ships like this, you can see, is really well done. It's honestly really cool. I want to get Thrawn Star Destroyer behind it at some point. That's the plan. Putting it back on its stand. What class set? The class I just showed you is an Odyssey class. It's from Star Trek Online. These class launches squads of fuel tubes. Exactly. So these are flight tubes here. So very much like the flight tubes are designed on Battlestars and also the Astro 203. This is how it's going to be. So the idea is they'll come back here. So if I go spectate a minute. The fighters will come all the way back to around about here, where there'll be an internal sort of hangar linked into the main superbody structure. You can see it's already been built into there. It looks like a Phoenix class Halo. That's because that's what it's based off of. Look, it's right there. Oh, Cameo Model 2. I think it's on Amazon. Let's quickly go take a look. I believe it was there, and I was like, do I need this? I don't, but... Thorns Star Destroyer. It was basically a game called Star Wars Armada, which is an in-person... Oh my god, it's £72. Fucking hell. That is mental. £72. Probably one cheaper somewhere. Only 14 left in stock? Well, no wonder. That is mental. I like Thorn Star Destroyer. Obviously, I've got my Thorn book behind me here. Where is it? There we go. There you go. Because Thorn is Star Wars. Mwah. So yeah, I want to get that at some point. I want to have it on Etsy. Etsy's like my new favorite place to waste money. Not waste money. It's like right now I've got a... if you go to my Twitter, I recently bought a Mandalorian skull. Which is a Mythosaur skull. And it's referenced in Mandalorian episode 2 or 3, I think. Whenever he gets trained by Kajil to ride the beast. I can't remember what they're called now. Basically, Mythosaurs were ancient creatures that roam Mandalore. I've now got the skull of one in my lounge. So I want to spice up my flat. It's only me living here currently. So it's like, fuck it, why not? You know, I'll go and go put it there. So I've got a Mythosaur skull in my flat. I can't wait for somebody to walk in when I'm allowed people around again. You know, and go, what is that? Because it's really going to ask a lot of questions. My flat is slowly being designed. Like, I'm just branching and doing more stuff, so. It's not a need, definitely want it. Exactly, I definitely want it. You'll be doing a Spirit of Fire. Exactly, I'm making a ship very inspired by the Spirit of Fire. You can see here, our front and back is very different. Let's get now. Most PSG and now I can't the idea of an RWI ship with its unslung flight pods and fires lining upside down. Yeah. The form book, also known as Jack's Bible, yes. As now, will the ship be able to hold like drop pods and deployable mini bases? No. It'll have a deployable mini base here, which is what our Pioneer is, and it'll have multiple Valkyries, etc., coming out of side hangars, and be able to launch this, etc. So it'll be able to do some stuff, but not everything. Keep that in mind. So there's limits to what we can do. Took me from the beginning of the stream now to finish the Lego set. What Lego set were you building? I'd like to know, because Lego is fantastic, and we all like it. I want to hopefully do another Lego. I was thinking of buying like the big Star Destroyer. It's like 650 quid. And, you know, building that for a stream. I think that'd be hilarious. Oh, I built it too big. No, don't do that. There you go. We need to detail this a bit more in a minute. It's here. Just run us back to here a minute. I just want to experiment how it goes. Are we going to see the ancient civilization that was mentioned at the end of Colony Lost? Maybe. Maybe. There's a control point which we can test it in the series. It's something I want to do. So yeah, maybe. How much big is it compared to your last previous ship? Should we just test? We take the Apollo. Oh my god, it's already bigger than the Apollo. It's already bigger than the Apollo. Look at that. Whoops. If my film admin Chris is watching us right now, he's like, what have you done? Uh-oh. Oh my god, it's already bigger than... Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be very fun. I'm not sure we're going to move it. Oh, this dwarfs the freaking ship. Oh, well. Let's go back over it a sec. If it's one of here. So I know a lot of people are asking about the Destroyer variant over here, so the new Destroyer. This will come out at some point when I've had more time to work on it. Right now I'm still faffing around designing elements of it, but it's getting there. I'm having fun. It just depends. Yeah. Luckily, this ship here will only be used for the opening Conley, to set the stage, and it'll be used as like a, you know, a recurring thing. So yeah, 5 Apollos long. It roughly expect to be 3 Apollos long, so yeah, it's something like that. It's gonna be mental. Here's that it's done. To be honest, I've made good progress on it already, and we've only been working it for a week, so. Don't ask why I'm doing that. I'm just playing around with it. What's the ship to be? It's to be a support ship. It needs a version where all functions are confined to nacelles or wings, as in to hold out to accommodate a deadless class. I have no idea what it is. 2 class destroyer. Yes, maybe. Save your work, Jack. It's always auto saved on here, and I back up my saves. That's really laggy. Honestly, right now, if anyways, it's laggy on here, so I'm down to 0.97 sim speed. That is because I am using Leo Spirit of Fire, which has got a ton of holograms on it. So once we remove that, it does free up space. I'm not going to take it out and put it back in, so I'd lag the game to death. And we already crashed the stream once tonight, so I'm not doing it again. That'd be a bit of a pain in the ass. So no. Condog19, thank you for your $5 donation. Hey Jack, I love a stream. Are you ever going to stream the support server events again? Content following server progress would be cool. Yes, that's the plan for the new server when it comes out, providing I want no overlap, etc. So yeah. At this rate, you might as well dedicate this season, especially around this Conley ship. Wait and see. If the series goes to plan, you'll see this thing quite often. I'm using some concept art from Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 to sort of like sway my judgment, so yeah. If you know Halo Wars, you can enjoy it. I want to like bring these flight pods back slightly. Leo had them brought back to there, didn't he? Yeah, exactly, so. Maybe 5. 6, we take them here. Somewhere. You're tweeting stuff. You have public servers because I don't know how to join it. Yes, I have public servers. If you join my Discord server, which is discord.gg/CaptainJackYT, you can come and join my fantastic public servers. We're always putting a lot of work into them, and it'd be a pleasure to have you guys on there if you would like to come and join them. You're not going to get up to here? Oh, okay, right. No, that'd be logical, wouldn't it? Back here a sec. So I'm just bringing the flight pods back slightly, because I didn't mind them where they are, but I wanted to open up the space a bit more. They felt a bit too far forward. So for reference, what I'm using, by the way, is I'm using Leo's Spirit of Fire, but I'm also using this online 3D model of, you know, the Spirit of Fire, which I found online. It's by a fantastic artist. Once the ship reaches a workshop and I do a behind-the-scenes video, I'll link it all so you can access it and see what I've been using, because it's fantastic out there. And also give credit to those, you know, who've inspired the ship and helped it come to life. Yeah, that's what you should do. How often are you on a public servers? I'm very rarely on a public servers because I don't really have much time to play SE, and when I'm playing SE, I'm typically doing stuff like this, working on the big things, and, you know, editing videos and filming stuff, so I don't really play public servers that often. Not because I don't like them, it's just I don't really have the time. I had Leo do the thing that he did recently, yeah. I'm really a fan of that one, but we could do something like... Just go back to the original design we wanted to do, so bring me up this one. Try something like this. May look a bit too round, I'm thinking. It works. It does look like an opening, so that could work. And you still fit in it, don't I? Yeah, still plenty of space there. Okay, it works. Do this slightly here. There we go. Give it a detailing here, etc. There's something I can do and like fit in there, so yeah. Oh, is Flight Tube's going to lead to a hangar like the MC85? Kind of, yeah, in a sense. A little bit interesting. The longer I watch, the more jealous of his build designs. Honestly, it takes time. You'll get there eventually. My throat's... We're going to have to end the stream soon because my throat's starting to give up, which is a bit annoying. But we're doing fine for a minute. I like something more flush now, the flight board strewn back because it brings up the front slightly. You add arch missile? Yeah, I'm going to add arch missile to it. So for that, we are going to use the homing launchers, etc. So the torpedoes. So these will be added somewhere. So just use this for example right now. We'll add like one here, and one here, and one here. So, they'll be added in, and, can work when and when. And, they'll be able to fire. We'll also add some under the hull as well. So I think the Spirit had them roughly right about here. Because in Halo Wars 2, it's like, we need, danger close, right on our missile. Honestly, one of the best opening sequences to a game ever. And it just deploys, archer missiles down. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's kind of the idea anyway. I made a one-to-one scale of the Olympus Mons from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare function to... Oh, we should post it as a workshop. Be interesting to see. I'd love to see that. Hey, Jack, you do an RWI Origin series? Yeah, nah. It'd be interesting, but not very interesting to, like, people, I would think. It'd be nice to flesh out the lore, but it just wouldn't be that, like, fun. Some people may enjoy it. Majority of weapons, this is going to be limited to PDCs. This is a con ship. Yeah, so basically have a lot of defensive weapons. So you see right here, I've already begun marking out where like Vulcans will sit, etc. Obviously it's RWI, so we're going to strap a big gun on it regardless. But yeah, it'll have some weapons on it, but not as much as like the Daedalus, etc. So you would not want to take this thing into combat. So already up here, it's got defense weapons, etc. and stuff like that. But yeah, it can hold its own, but it's not intended for warfare. There's plenty of space for the Pioneer to fit in there. So we are going to want to start bringing something like a neck support up here, so... Let's just bring this around a minute. I'm thinking... What we can do up here is this is where bigger turrets and stuff will sit. So we can use like these ones up here. Because these don't look like the Spirit of Fire guns. But they are similar to the big sort of like quad guns it would use. That's still the wrong way around. I also use the other one actually. Where is it? No, not that. These here. Just using as like inspiration currently. Those would sit and fit there really well. I like that. I'm just playing on ideas currently. Give me go the right way. There you go. Blocks. That works. Ship's gonna be so long. Large ship in UNSC fleet. That's the Infinity. Technically the Cradle if you want to argue about it, but... So why do I get a feeling you're going to bring this ship into combat? It'll be in combat. That's Conley. It'll be in cinematic combat though, so... How did Leo do it? I've not got the 3D model to hand a minute, so I'm using a lot more of Leo's inspiration, so... Did it like that? Yeah, maybe we should change it. Off going to track, trying to work in a ship, which might have luck. Oh, good luck in that case, not have luck. I can't wait to watch this from the beginning since I'm late. Watch from the beginning, it'll be up here on YouTube, the whole VOD, so you can watch it. Enjoy it. If that's not a big gun, it's a big gun, like when you stand the player next to it, so it's a big gun. Assaults on a public server. Awesome, enjoy. Yes, if any of you do want to come join the public servers, community discords where we're at, please do come and join us there. It'd be great to have more of you on there. Hi, Jack, how are you? I'm doing good. Hello, hello, hello. If you guys want to ask any questions, by the way, feel free to ask any questions. So I'm just brainstorming ideas and looking at a model I've got on my screen right now. Hence why I'm off looking to the side, because I just want to get some notes for it. It'd be nice to have some better comparisons. What the fuck is that? My page just reloaded. What kind of weapons is the ship armed with? It'll be armored PDCs and just general weapons in general. So like mech specs and battle cannons too. It's the usual stuff I use anyway, so... all of you putting Discord links into this chat. It's insane how big these ships get. Honestly, it really is. Like, you start the base idea and mental. Viewers, how big is it big? There's a joke to be able to that. It's coil cannons. We could put coil cannons somewhere if we wanted to. Like, you could do the coil, You could put these somewhere if you really wanted to. Like, I don't know where, but yeah. Where would you even put this? We put one down here. These used to be called orbital coil cannons, so... Even that looks fucking tiny, doesn't it? Like, honestly. Arch missiles, yep, arch missiles will be included. We've not placed them down just yet, so yeah. Is this a dreadnought or battle carrier? Neither. It's not a dreadnought or a battle carrier. It's a support ship. It's so quick and easy, free, pouring river in your... Okay, thank you for the $5 donation. So Jack, is the ship going to be an RWI Defender weak, or is it going to be a main base of a Death Row? I mean, it's built out of light armor, so you're never going to get like that, but it'll be tougher than a Defender to a degree. Yeah. Well, bigger going. It's great meeting with you, and see you next live video. Bye! I'll be back next week streaming Space Ninjas once again. Then a week after that, we've got a 24-hour charity live stream here on my channel. Stay on fat. But on a 5-first helmet. Come back to the charity live stream. I'll do it, man. What mod of a core counts on? MXPEX Warfare Industries. All these mods you can find in the Discord under the Connie Lost channel. That's where we store our entire mod list and talk about stuff from there. So. Right, you've got 5 minutes to ask me some questions. I'm going to be wrapping the stream up as my throat is getting a little bit worse. So I'm going to have to call it here. As unfortunately, I've got an irritation in my throat. So, not sure why. But yeah, I've also stalled on ideas of how to build this. So, we'll come back to it another day. What's the plan for chat live stream? Good question. So, we're going to start it on the 27th, I believe it is. If I check my dates again. Not that app. Nope. Yes, the 27th at 8 PM, it'll be starting here on the channel. I'm going to open it with about 3 hours worth of Space Engineers. We'll be doing some building, playing some friends. That is a very loud song. Inviting people on, generally having fun, etc. So yeah, that is the plan. And it's going to be really fun to do that. So we're going to be streaming for 24 hours. We've got Halo in it, some Empire at War, Space Engineers, obviously. I think we're doing Civ at some point, maybe some Solaris. There's a ton of stuff there we're going to include in the charity live stream, and it's all in the aid of charity. The Just Giving page is currently being set up. I'm going to do a full video on all the details this coming Tuesday or Thursday. Be on the lookout for that, and next week you'll start seeing ads for it inside of like the survival videos and of course the weekend as well. I do hope you can all come out. It's February the 27th here on the channel at 8 PM GMT for 24 hours. So if you can't get here in the first hour, don't worry, we'll be here for the other 23. But yeah, it'd be a pleasure if you can get there. So all of those of you who are across like different time zones in the world, hopefully you can access it with us and have fun, as it'd be fantastic. I'm going to bed when the stream ends. Ending in 5 minutes, or right now. Camjack, I asked now, will you make a PD ship to defend you from drone fighter stuff? Bam. We already have that Razor and the Eclipse in a way, so it doesn't need it. I'm going to event at 9. Saying how big it is. Even if the lights arm, there's a point where ships are simply too big to defeat quickly. Essentially, yeah. What's your favorite Space Engineer series? Probably Lost right now, because I had a lot of fun playing Lost. It was nice doing that one. But yeah, we really enjoyed making Lost, as it was fun. Hopefully in the future, you know, I think the next Conley series, I've got a working title for it. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. That'll be very interesting. Hopefully we can push the boundaries on that, get some YouTube creators involved, and have fun with it. It's really going to be a most ambitious series we've ever attempted. If we can really put it off, it's going to be fun. Captain, I meant to say it's between the Mark II battleship cannons, maybe add Vulcans. Yeah, we're not finished yet. We'll do that a bit later. Are you going to call this ship Spirit of Fire or something else? It's already got a name chosen, not giving away just yet. You'll learn about it close to the time, if not in the opening thing there. And the name is very fitting for the role it will play in the series. So yeah, we're going to keep that one very under wraps, as it'll be fun to do. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching the stream. I'm going to end off here. It's been a pleasure streaming with you as per usual. Head over to the Discord server. I'll be chatting in there for a bit. I need to get something to eat and have another drink. Probably something a bit more soothing because my throat's giving up. But I will be back tomorrow with Space News Survival here on my channel. I'll be streaming over on Trek Central tomorrow night for TC Weekly. If you're a Star Trek fan, come follow us. If not, I will see you in a week when we'll do probably midweek stream. If not, next week for Space Engineers. Have fun, everyone.